Bonjour chers viewers, followers, abonnés ou simples visiteurs, c'est Aonynth pour Artalk, le podcast de débat artistique sur Twitch. Très heureux de pouvoir vous présenter ce second nouveau format, plus intimiste, plus posé que nos précédentes vidéos avec Artwalk. On a pu interviewer les artistes invités par la Japan Touch HARU et si vous ne les connaissez pas, on espère que vous prendrez du plaisir à les découvrir à travers ces capsules toutes spéciales. Soutenez-nous et ne ratez rien en vous abonnant sur YouTube avec la petite cloche. Toutes nos news passent par nos réseaux, alors n'hésitez pas à nous suivre. Toutes les informations importantes sur les artistes interviewés ou notre média sont en description. Des bisous et bonne vidéo.
Thank you for accepting our interview, first of all. We are a small media on Twitch. Do you know the platform?
I know Twitch, of course. I'm on Twitch myself.
Oh, nice. We are on Twitch and we do a showcase with deep questions. So first of all, do you craft your own suits or do you buy some of them? Also, do you have a team working with you?
Yeah, so basically we do our own stuff. I say we because we most of the time is my wife and me. So we always did that together, even when we did just for a hobby. We always work together. Now that I become what I am right now, so famous, it's hard. In the community, I'm well known. So now we work together on most of the time costumes for me.
Okay.
But she did it in the past as well for herself. And depending on the job, it's very often it's a job. So 80% of all what we do is working for brands and making costumes for their promotion. They ask me to promote the game, we build a costume and we do videos with it. And 80% of that is for the brands. So it has to be perfect. So we're working with two other people, 3D artist and another tailor. Most of the projects, it's 4 people. But for example, Superman stuff this year, I worked with a French company from Valence, not far away.
Like from Valence?
Yeah, Parallel Life Studios, and they are specialized in superhero suits. So for this, because they are the best, I work with them. But usually we do our stuff ourselves. But in this case, they are better, they are good. So let's work with them.
So you choose with who you work. That's nice. Second question, have you ever thought of making your suits from your own ideas, not coming from cosplays? I mean your own creation, and if yes, what type would you like to?
So the question is if I do an original design. Yeah. Usually I don't do that. Sometimes I change stuff. For example, for CD Projekt, we did the original V for their promotion. Okay. And now I have the costume and I'm thinking about changing stuff. Because in the game you can customize everything, but a costume completely from scratch just for myself, I think that won't happen. The Superman outfit, for example, that was my design. I designed it and Parallel Life Studios built it. So it was my design, but it was Superman and I changed the color. I changed a little bit the design, but a complete outfit from scratch, usually I don't do that. I always like the challenge to make it like it looks in the game or in the movie. So just copy it.
Okay. How do you choose your cosplay? Does your physical appearance limit you in choosing? And also, do you read or watch what you cosplay?
First question is, yeah, my physical appearance limits it a lot because usually I go for the beard. Sometimes when the brand asks me, I can't tell you what brand asked me for what, but sometimes they ask for costumes without a beard. Yeah. And if it's worth it, if it's really a game which I really love or I'm looking forward to, then I consider to shave. But usually for myself, it's always the bearded guys and always the badass anti-hero guys. And I work out a lot, so I can't do the Joker, for example.
Okay.
Yeah, and the second question was? The second part?
Do you read or watch or play what you cosplay, like The Witcher?
The cosplays I do are not necessarily cosplays or characters I know from the game or the movie or stuff. It's just the appearance. Okay. But for example, when I started doing this, when I started working for CD Projekt in 2016, I haven't played the game. Now I played 40% of the game because there are so many other games in the pipeline. For example, I played The Last of Us 2 5 times, The Last of Us 1 even more times, sometimes in a row. There are many games I really play. Sometimes there are games I haven't played yet. Okay. For example, I have to finish The Witcher. I worked for Sony. Thank you very much. I worked for Sony last year for Kratos, but I haven't played God of War yet. I've started it, but I haven't finished it. So it's not always because of my knowledge about the character. Sometimes it's just, hey, this guy looks cool, let's do this one.
What's making those cosplay for you? The suits, the makeup, the acting, the scenery and decor, the cosplayer itself?
Yeah, it's everything you just said. It's a whole concept. Cosplaying is a concept. It's not only the costume because it's cosplay, so it's a play part as well. And in my case, we always want to do the perfect pictures or the perfect videos. So it's all about location and stuff and how it's shot. The best photo shoots I ever did were because of the best location. For The Last of Us, we went to the Chernobyl exclusion zone because that's a perfect location. It's a whole city. There are no humans anymore since the 80s. So there are a lot of plants and trees in the city, so perfect for the shot. For Red Dead Redemption, we went to the US, traveled through several states, through the Midwest to get the perfect Wild West locations. Traveled 7,000 miles in dangerous territory, but the pictures really tell. A few weeks ago, we did a huge Superman shooting with a Superman suit. I didn't want to use a green screen, so we had a huge crane 70 meters high. I was hanging there as Superman, holding a car, holding a helicopter. So for me, that's my goal, to have the perfect shot or the perfect video with the best options you can have.
And finally, is it difficult for your community to catch the difference between the cosplayed character, the cosplayer, and yourself as a human being?
I would say to my community, it's not difficult because my community knows me a lot, because I always add personal stuff into my content. It's not only a picture. Sometimes it's just a video from daily stuff I do in my workshop. Sometimes it's a whole behind the scenes video. So my community knows me a lot. They know the difference. But even when I'm in cosplay and I meet them, I'm Ben. I talk to them as Ben and not as Geralt. So they know me and I hope they like me.
Thank you very much for taking some time for new and media. And have fun all the weekend. Thank you.